Good morning, my dear students. Welcome you all to this session. Today's class, we are going to start our new chapter, Chapter 8, Decimals. You know what is meant by decimals because we have already discussed this topic when you're learning about the numbers, and we have discussed this chapter in our previous grades also. Yes, but we are going to give a deep explanation for decimals and how to solve the problems when it is a decimal number. That we are going to discuss from this chapter. You can take page number 164 in your NCERT textbook. Okay? I hope you all have taken page number 164. So, first, you know what is meant by a whole number, right? 384 is actually a whole number. Yes? Because they don't have any decimal point in between it. But when we are going to define a decimal number, it is a combination of a whole part and a decimal part. So this 394.18, okay, 394.18 is called as a what number? Decimal number. Yes. So when we are defining a decimal number, it has two parts. Okay, how many parts they have? They have two parts. Left side of your decimal point, the part is called as whole part. Okay, the left side of your decimal point, the thing, what are the numbers that is called as whole part. Okay, right side of your decimal number, we'll call it as decimal part. Okay, so actually for decimal number, there are two parts, children. So actually this decimal number will be having two parts. What are that part is? Whole part and decimal part. And in between this whole part and decimal part, we will be having a decimal point. Okay, what point you have? Decimal point. So actually this decimal point only is separating this whole part and decimal part. This whole part is nothing but the usual whole numbers. Okay, so actually how you will pronounce this whole number? 384. The same way you will pronounce this whole number also, which is 394. But when it comes to a decimal part numbers, you will not pronounce 118. You will pronounce as 18. So how you will pronounce this decimal number? 394.18. So what are the numbers which is written on the right side of the decimal number? You will pronounce it individually. Okay. So how I'll give you a few examples for that problem. Actually this is one decimal number. Yes, why it is decimal number? Because it has a whole part as well as decimal part, right? So how you will pronounce this number? 1024.908. Okay, did you understand the difference how I am pronouncing? Because see, it is 1024 because it is a whole part, so I will pronounce like this, 0.908. You will pronounce it individually. Why? Because it belongs to the decimal part. Okay. Now you understand how to pronounce it. So when it comes to the place values, you know what is meant by place value? Ones, tens, hundreds, based upon the Indian system, international system, everything you know. But most probably we will be using the Indian system of numeration for pronouncing for doing the place values, right? So now as usual you are going to do the place values based upon the Indian system. First I will write for the whole part. Keep it in your mind. First I will write for the whole part. You will start here. Just whole part is nothing but like this one number, right? In extra decimal point nothing is there. So here also you are considering only this number, which is your whole part. This number is your decimal part. So for this whole part you have to start here. ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. As usual, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. This is how you will represent the place value for that whole part numbers. Again, decimal part should also be mentioned because decimal number is a combination of a whole part as well as decimal part. So you should not stop till this. You should name for this also, right? So here, what is the place value? Tenth, hundredth, thousandth. Just TH you are putting, okay? So here, what we done? Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, yes. But after the right side of your decimal point, how you will represent? Tenth. See the spelling? It is different. Tenth, hundredth, thousandth. Okay? Based upon the difference in the spelling, there is some difference in the value also. Okay? So, tenth means what is the meaning now? 1 by 10. But if it is tens means, meaning is 10. Okay? Tenth means 1 by 10 is the meaning. Tens means 10 is your meaning. Okay? Then hundredth. Hundredth means 1 by 100 is your meaning. But when it comes to 100, this is your value. Okay? So, based upon this place value, the value is changing. So, that you should keep it in your mind. Okay? So, next is your example number 1. You can take page next page. In that there is an example number 1, children. Write the following numbers in the place value table. Yes, you will usually write the place value tables, no? Ones, tens, hundreds, like that. You will put a table like this. For ones, you will put one thing. Tens, hundreds, thousands, like that, right? You usually will put the place value tables. But since it is a decimal number, it will be having ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, like that also. They will be having the 10th, 100th, like that. Okay, so ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, like that also it will be. Along with that, towards right side there will be 10th, 100th, like that some table will be there. Now what is our task is to write this numbers in this table. Okay, so first this is your whole part, this is your decimal part, that you know, right? So whole part, how you will name it? Ones, tens, that's all. In decimal part, first value is 10th. Appo what you will represent in this table now? Ones place you will put 0, tens place you will put 2, in 10th place you will put 5. That's all. For this is how you will represent it. Second problem. This is your whole part, this is your decimal part. So in this whole part, this one is ones. In the decimal part, this is your 10th. Okay, so in ones place what you will put? 4. 10th place you will put 2. That's all. So this is how you will represent the number using this place value table. You should represent only like this. You don't want this 100 and 1000 because we don't have any numbers here, so you don't want this. Just you are putting in this ones and tens, here 10th, ones here and 10th. Okay, understood? Example number 2. Write each of the following as decimals. They have given you a wordings. We should write that number in decimal number. Okay, we are supposed to write that particular number in decimal number. So, what is the first question? 2 ones. 2 ones is nothing but 2. It is in ones place. And represents point. And represents what? Decimal point. Either instead of and you can write point. Okay. 5/10. So, you will put here because see in this place is your ones place, this place is your 10th place. Appo 2 ones and 5/10. Appo 5/10s. Correct? This is how you should write the decimal number. Now 30. Appa 30 means how you will write 30 and 1/10. Appa 1. That's all. 1/10 because 30 means 1's tens. Appa 1's place 0, 10's place 3. Appa then only meaning is 30. And decimal point 1/10. Then 10th you will put it in 10th place. Appa 30.1 is your answer. Understood? This is how we will represent the wordings in decimal number. Okay. Next is your example number 3. Write each of the following as decimals. Okay. We are going to suppose to write this expanded form as decimal. Okay. First I'll teach you how to write the expanded form. Okay. First I'll give you the number. 4209.106. So if this is your decimal number, how you will do the expanded form? 4000 plus 200 plus 0 plus 9 plus, listen, see this is whole part as usual expansion. Don't get confused. In whole part as usual expansion, how you will do? 4000 plus 200 plus 0 plus 9 plus, next actually what this place value is? 10th. What is this place value? 100th. What is this place value? 1000th. Yes, this place value keep it in your mind. Okay. This whole part as usual expansion. So then decimal part. Next is your decimal part. 1/10 means how you will write? 1/10 plus 0/100th means 0/100. Yes, 100. What is the meaning? I told you children. 10th means 1/10. Hundredths mean 1/100. Here the 10th 1/10 it is given, so 1/10. 0/100th it is given, so 0/100 plus 6,000 means 6/1000. So this is how you will do the expansion. So whole part as usual expansion, then decimal part you should do these things. Okay, 10th means that number divide by 10, 100th mean that number divide by 100, 1000 mean that number divide by 1000. That's all. Okay, so now can we make this expanded form to a number? Yes. So 30 is there. Next is 6 upon 36. Actually these two are whole part. Why? Because they don't have anything in the denominator. So if there is no values in the denominator like this, then these are all whole part. Upper 30 plus 6, 36.2 upper 2. Okay, upper 36.2 is the decimal number. Next 600. Then this is 100. Then tens is missing. Then ones is there. Upper 602.8 because 8 tens upper 8. If it is 8/100, 08 you will put it because 10th place is missing, 100th place is given. So you will put 08. But here 8/10 is given. Upper you will put it in 8th place. Upper 602.8 is your answer. Understood? Now we are going to discuss exercise 8.1 first problem. Okay. Write the following numbers in the given table. Okay. So here A problem, they have given some figures. Okay. We should identify what is that figure and how many times it is given. Okay. You know how many times it is given. So actually this figure is representing the tens. Okay. The small one is representing the ones. These two are representing 10th. Okay. So now listen, for this question, how many tens are there? 1, 2, 3. 3 tens are there. So you can fill here 3 tens. Here you can put 3. How many ones are there? Only 1 ones are there. So you can put here 1. How many tenths are there? 2 tenths are there. So you can put 2. So what is the final decimal number you are getting here? 31.2. You can write here equal to 31.2. Next, B problem. B problem, this is actually representing the hundreds. This is representing the tens. This is representing the tenth. So how many hundreds are there? Only 100s are there. So you can put in the second box 100s. How many tens are there? Only 1 tens are there. So you can put only 1 10 here. Then how many ones are there? No ones are there. So you can put 0 in this ones. How many tens are there? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 tens are there. So you can put 4 here. So what is the decimal number you are getting at last? 110.4. Understood? This is how you should write it. See, for that I have given you I have written this in the same thing. You should write in that box. Okay, in first question, tens, it is given only 3. How many tens are there? 3 tens are there. Then how many ones are there? Only 1 ones are there. How many tenth are there? 2 tenth are there. So 31.2. Because tenth should come after the decimal point, right? Appa 31.2. Next, hundredth only 100s. Tens only 1. Ones is not there, so you put 0. Tenth you have 4. So 110.4. So this is your answer. Okay, so this is how you should write it in that tabular column. At last you should write this decimal number. Understood? Second problem also we are going to write it in our textbook. In second problem, B and C is your homework. Okay. Write the following decimal in the place value table. The same what we have discussed in our example problems, no? The same thing we are going to write in this exercise. They have given you a decimal number. We have to write that number using the place value table. You know what is a place value table, right? Ones, tens, hundreds. Then here tenth, hundredth. Enough. That's enough. Okay. I am going to draw the place value table as like this. Ones, tens, hundreds. Then tenth, hundredth, thousandth. Okay. So now this is your whole part. This is your decimal part. That you know, right? So ones, tens. So what is the place value of this? Tenth. Now shall I fill in this? Ones is 9. Tenth is 1. Tens is 1. Tenth is 4. So these two you can put box because they don't have anything. So you can put a box. So 19.4 can be written like this in the place value table. Now D problem. Ones, tens, hundreds. Here it is tenth. Right. So 5, 0, 2. Because ones is 5, tens is 0, hundreds is 2. Then tenth is 9 and you can put those. So this is how you will represent that numbers in the place value table. So you can write this in your textbook itself. B and C is your homework. Okay. Next is your third problem. Write each of the following as decimals. Okay. They have given you a words and we are supposed to write the decimal for that number. Okay. So I have given B and D as your homework. Okay. You can write it in the textbook itself. See. Now we are going to do the, we have to write the decimal for this number. 7 tenths. So 7 tenths means what? 0.7. Because it is in the 10th place, not in 10th place. It is in 10th place. So here decimal point will obviously come here. Okay, in previous to this decimal part, there is a decimal point 0.7. Okay, next 14.6. So we will write 14.6. Easy. 14 is a 2-digit number, 0.6. Okay, next 600.8. 600.8. So this is how you will represent the numbers, which means words, in a decimal number. Okay. Now we are going to start from our fourth problem. Write each of the following as decimal. Actually, they have given you an expanded form like this. We are supposed to write the answer for that, which means we have to write the decimal number for that particular expanded form. Okay. 5 by 10. What is the meaning? Meaning is 5 tens, right? 5 by 10 means what is the meaning, children? 5 tens. So how we will write this? 0.5. Yes, because 5 present in the 10th place. So you will write 0.5. Actually, this 3 is in 1's place. 7 is in 10th place. So how we will write it? 3.7. Okay. 3 is in 1's place. 7 is in 10th place. Appa 3.7. Next, 200 plus 60 plus 5. How we will write it? 265.1, because 1 is present in 10th place. Appa 265.1. 1 is present in 10th place. Next here. 70.8, because 70.8 present in 10th place. So after decimal point you will write it. 70.8. Here 88 by 10. This 88 present in 10th place. Okay. So actually what is the meaning now? If it is division by 10, if a decimal number divided by 10 means you will shift your decimal point towards left side. Okay, you will shift your decimal point towards left side. So if when you do the come to know about the operations of decimal number, it will be more clearer. Okay, see, when a number is divided by 10, in the whole number the decimal point will be here. Okay, for a whole number the decimal point will be here. That will be shifted towards left side. How many zeros are there? 1 zero is there. So 1 digit it will be shifting towards left side. Division means left side. If it is multiplication, you will go right side. Okay, so if a number is divided by 10, then decimal number will shift to 1 digit towards left side. So what is the decimal number here? 8.8. 8.8. Now here 4 2 by 10. If it is like that, this can be written as 4 plus 2 by 10. Okay, 4 2 by 10 can be written as 4 plus 2 by 10. So how we will write? 4.2. 4 is in 1's place. 2 is in 10th place. Upper 4.2. Okay. Now 3 by 2 it is given. 3 by 2, it is actually a fraction. So if this is a fraction, actually this is also a fraction but this fraction has 2 by 10, like denominator 10. So if it is written like this, it will be more convenient for us to do. Or either you can do like this, as usual, mixed fraction you will convert it into improper, right? 4 into 10, 40, 40 plus 2, 42 divided by 10. Yes, so if a number is divided by 10, what I told you, the decimal point will be here. This will shift towards left side 1 digit. So what is the answer you will get? 4.2. So this 4.2, this 4.2, both are same. So instead of doing like this, this is more easier. 4 plus 2 by 10. Only you can do this when it is 10. So then it will be very easy, no? That's why I have done like that. Next, 3 by 2. I am going to convert it into decimal. This is your fraction, right? 3 by 10 means division only. 3 is divided by 2. 2 ones are 2, remainder 1. Decimal point 0. Yes, 1 decimal point you will insert 1 0. 2 5s are 10. Remainder 0. So what is the decimal number you are getting? 1.5. Yes, so this is how we will convert it into decimal number. Next, H problem. 2 by 5. H problem is what? 2 by 5. As usual, division 5, 2. Yes? Can we divide 2 by 5? No. So you can keep one decimal point, one insert one 0. 5 fours are 20. Remainder 0. So what is the decimal number you are getting? 0.4, which is nothing but 0.4. Can we write like this 0.4? No, we should write 0.4. Okay, listen. This point we should not write simply 0.4, children. You should write 0.4. Okay, next I problem. Next, what is the problem? I 12 by 5. I problem is what? 12 by 5. So now as usual division. 12 inside, 5 outside. 5 2s are 10. Remainder 2. Can we divide this 2 by 5? No. So keep one decimal point. Insert one 0. 5 4s are 20. Remainder 0. So what is the decimal number you are getting? 2.4. Next. 2.4. Next, what is the J question? 3 by 5. 3 by 5, first what you should do? You should convert it into the improper fraction. Multiplication, addition. 5 3s are 15. 15 plus 3, 18 by 5. Now can we divide this 18 by 5? No. As usual, like last problem. Yes. So 18, 5. 5 3s are 15. Remainder 3. Keep one decimal point, insert one 0. 6 5s are 30, remainder 0. So what is the decimal number you are getting? 3.6. Okay, 3.6 is your decimal number. Next, what is the next problem? K 4 1 by 2. 4 1 by 2. So now what you will do? As usual, multiplication, addition. 4 2s are 8, plus 1, 9, 9 by 2. Now I am going to divide this 9 by 2. 9 inside, 2 outside. 4 2s are 8, remainder 1, 0.0, 2 5s are 10, remainder 0. So what is the decimal number you are getting? 4.5. So what is the answer you are getting, children? 4.5. So this is how you should convert a fraction to a decimal number, just dividing it. Here also you can divide it. So this thing is, when you divide by 10, you will shift one digit towards left side. When you divide by 100, you will shift 2 digits towards left side. So that you keep it in your mind. So now this is as usual division. This is like mixed fraction. So what I have done? I have done a improper fraction, then divided and find the answer. Understood? Today's class we have discussed about decimals and how to write the decimal in a place value chart and how to write the expanded form in a decimal form using few examples, and I have given few problems as homework. I hope you all understood, children. Thank you.